But there's clearly more going on there than one disenchanted little guy who's dabbling with, sacks of meat and bones.
I agree. I definitely feel like there was something more going on there than just one guy.
And I think we should plan our next action accordingly, and I don't think Orin is the right person to do the talking. I think you are.
I concur. And that's why I left.
Have you guys ever experienced something like that before? Or heard of?
Heard tales, maybe, not seen.
That was a lot of undead.
Yeah.
And that was a big unicorn.
I've heard a lot about these evil clerics, but I've never really encountered them. Most of my experiences with good clerics.
And aren't unicorns, like, aren't they really magical? Like, isn't that a lot of extra to reanimate that thing?
Out of character, I guess, you're asking?
No, in character. Because I don't know.
I don't think
Amareth is the religious expert.
Would I know this?
You have no knowledge religion.
I have -2 to intelligence anyway, so this checks out.
You could do an Arcana check.
Okay,
actually,
well then I get +2
let me look and see if you should even bother. Let me look here quick. What is your Arcana check at?
+2.
You could do it. You could.
Well, then I could do an Arcana check too.
Sure, go ahead.
That 20.
13?
No.
Oh, there you go,
Durian, you would know that the larger a creature is, the more difficult it is to reanimate, but that magical creatures are not necessarily more or less difficult to reanimate. At the end of the day, it's just animating a skeletal structure.
Yes. So I say it's not really a magical creature anymore, Kaba, once it's been reanimated. It's what it was in life is not what it is once it's been dead and reanimated. It's much harder to reanimate something larger, costly both for strength as well as costly in the materials needed and the time. So.
Perfectly phrased.
Interesting.
So he's got a lot of money.
Money, assets, he had time to prepare this. He knew he had knowledge of where he could find the remains of such a creature to pull it back. So it seems kind of flashy to me. I mean, it's not like he's going to have an actual magical being. He just has a galloping horse with a horn. Sounds kind of vain to me.
Moving around town to town, picking on a...
I think this is the first place he's settled, or he and his cohort. Because we ran into some undead reports on our way in. That seemed like the first time they were terrorizing. And let's not forget, actually, that in addition to all the undead we heard, there was all the undead rumors we were hearing around Platinum City.
Oh, yeah.
And there's also possibly the undead in the crypts that we didn't touch.
Right, and so we couldn't... there's a lot more going on than just one person.
Yeah, this is going to be more than 1,000 gold.
I cheer up at the thought of that.
At this point, you've hit the 2-hour mark. Orin, we switch over to you. The gang has not come back.
So I saw it and I go, what meal could they possibly be eating? Takes 2 hours.
This roasted quail is really cute.
And
It is delicious roasted quail.
I actually make the comment in my mind, I'm going to say that now because I think it's going to be funny. What are they doing? Killing it and cooking it at the same time? Are they literally going out back, getting a quail and chopping its head off and doing everything?
Well, yeah, that's the only way it's fresh.
And taking 2 hours to do so. And then I'm going to go, well...
This isn't Burger King.
Chin up. Yeah, no. I chin up and I head towards the temple.
Okay.
Does Burger King still exist?
And I look for...
Is that a
any
serious-
It
I haven't seen any in years.
Can I do a knowledge nobility check to local?
See if the king is still there.
I haven't seen any exist.
So,
Okay, Orin, you head in.
I look for a priest.
Yeah, everyone kind of stays away from you because you look like death warmed over. But the high priest eventually spots you and comes over and it's like, by the gods, what happened? Are you the only one who survived?
Like, I look really pissed off when he, like, considers everyone in my party dead and expecting them to die, and I say, I'd like to speak to you in private. Holding it all back.
Expecting-
By the way,
Okay.
Travis, I sent you a whisper.
Okay. Cool. So, I dropped a die. Yes, of course. What happened what the hell happened? And he leads you to a room.
Yeah, I follow.
He said
You
it
don't say
after.
anything?
I say, best be spoken in private.
He brings you into the same sitting room you guys were in before and immediately pours you a glass of wine, hands it to you and says, Sit down. What is going on?
Well, firstly, the undead in the crypt should not longer be a problem.
How? So there were undead?
You could say that, yes.
Did-
In fact, there was a lot of undead.
How many? Did you find our clerics? Was it this Venric that was doing it?
Well, one step at a time, and I actually don't drink it. Chat, you don't even
Okay.
need to try that. I'm not trusting this guy from day one.
Okay.
Especially since Oren doesn't drink anyway, so...
All right.
He
Anyway,
did the one night, just saying.
Yeah, one night. That was,
The
like,
first night,
special.
then he started drinking root beer.
wasn't that when Larry? Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead, Oren. What do you say to this guy?
Alright, so... Firstly, I'm gonna say... I don't think 1,000 gold is gonna cover what we fought. But I have questions for
What did you
you.
fight? What was in there? Our clerics were missing. I was hoping this Venric didn't have. What happened?
Well, first, we found one of the undead outside, and easily enough, we beat the crap out of it, as it were, with our bludgeoning weapons you so promptly told us to use.
Yes. Well. Very good. So one undead? That's all you ran into?
Oh no, we then found the crypt, and we ran into a hell of a lot more. Many undead, too many to count.
By the gods, he seems. Roll a sense motive check.
Oh yeah, you have no idea how much I'm staring at this guy at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually a good point.
You're
I
staring
don't think
daggers.
you have
I
a
can
sense
feel
motive
you
skill,
staring
do you?
daggers at him.
No, I don't.
DM roll it. DM roll it. DM roll it.
Sense motive.
/GM roll space.
I was just seeing what characteristic it goes off.
Intelligence, wisdom.
Wisdom, by the looks of it, so... Pardon me.
You can't get a reading either way.
Yeah, no. And I'm gonna say, and for starts, that was not worth 1,000 gold. And I'm sure my companions, they are still alive, by the way, and were in worse shape than me until just a while ago.
Worse
In
shape? What?
Good lord. First of all, I apologize, and he starts casting a spell. Do
Oh, you got
you
the
do
hit!
anything?
No, I
Do you
read
do
that
anything to
spell.
stop him?
No.
Okay, so he gets.
I know he's not gonna try and do it in his own
Yeah,
temple.
he heals you for 22 damage.
Oh
Or 22
man,
health.
that would have been. He's like, he just kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight that.
No,
turns-
he could.
He
dude,
turns you
if
into a
he-
quail.
If he casted the same thing of inflict moderate wounds, you would have instantly died.
I know. I'm saying inside the temple when everyone's seen me come in, if they don't see me come out, something's obviously gonna be weird.
Dude, he's got magic.
He could have turned you into a quail and shipped you over to the roasting quail.
He did that.
That's where they actually get their quail. They turn
Lady
travelers
Amarath,
into them.
thank you for coming back. Would you like another quail? So how'd that temple thing go, by the way?
And I let him know that there's a lot more to this. Whatever the hell his name is. I gotta keep looking at my notes now.
Venric.
Venric, that's right. I keep thinking Venice for some reason, and I keep forgetting there's an R on his name. So I played too much Civ 5 with this. And I say there's a lot more to this Venric guy than meets the eye. And while the undead
Mr. Venric.
are slain and put back into their graves, as it were, he managed to get away. And I don't think
Go ahead.
he's like. So it's like, I don't think he is as. Well, what's the best word to describe this? Trying to really think of the right word to use here. He's much more of a threat than you thought was, as it were.
Really? I mean, he has the powers of cleric, and he did manage to fool us from discovering his true self, but... Wait, first of all, you saw him then? It was definitely him.
Oh yes, he was there.
What about our other two clerics? Did you see any sign of them?
We found no one else alive there. So, probably presumed dead, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, my God.
There were a lot of dead bodies, both undead and dead.
I don't understand. I don't understand why he would do this. Did he say anything to you? Did you manage to speak to him at all?
Oh yeah, I told him to surrender, and he promptly ran out of a secret entrance to the crypt, which that would have been nice to know of. They glare at him.
I have never been to the crypt. We had the younger clerics go there to learn clerical duties.
Hmm.
You're getting the sense it was the dirty job for the young guys.
I get the feeling this, and it's actually one of the things Oren hates because he never made the chump back at home do his dirty work like this. He always did it personally.
Okay.
And he goes, well, I'm sure my friends who went to get food should probably arrive soon. There's a matter of renegotiating our contract for starts. And I'll leave that to my companions who's of more sound mind, as it is.
I don't understand. I mean...
For a start, that job was nowhere near worth 1,000 gold.
I didn't know what was going to be there.
Well, now you do. And I actually mentioned the freaking undead unicorn thing as well.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, there was this really, really big undead unicorn that made this wound into me. So I point to the giant gaping hole that was there moments ago.
You mean the one that's completely healed? He can
Yeah.
see the hole in your armor.
Armor.
Yeah, he can... Well, some of the more ancient tombs had favored pets of the owners. There was a unicorn in there?
Yes.
The face.
I just like look at him blankly and I'm just like, yes, there was.
I didn't know that.
Tell me, friend, you're supposed to be, forget my thing, as you can see I'm obviously not in a very happy mood. You're supposed to be a very powerful cleric, are you not? Being a high priest?
Well, I have a great many magical abilities, yes.
How powerful does this guy have to be to raise that much undead? Even a unicorn for that matter.
Well, you haven't told me how many. I mean, you mentioned multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Let me...
I give him the best number I can think of, and then I put an extra 5 on top of that.
Good gods, he couldn't possibly have that many undead.
I like just look at him blankly, and I'm like, well, yeah.
To raise something...
Wounds would say otherwise, friend.
Let's see, to raise a... To be even able to animate dead requires a certain level of skill, but I'm not... Once you're able to do that... I don't know. I've never raised undead. I don't know about these spells at all. And you get the sense that he's telling the truth there.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't know how the evil spells work exactly. Because he's never
Okay.
used them.
Um,
Back to the rest of the party. You guys are finishing up your quail. What do you start discussing as a group?
Well, I say I think I think we should go talk to the high priest. Although I think I get a sense that our dear friend is already
They're ruining it? Yes, most likely there, yes.
has already taken matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
So I think we go over there.
I think we should perhaps go and patch things up because I'm sure he's broken something.
Yep. Amrith, it's your people. Lead on.
So,
Yeah, we follow.
yeah.
Or I follow.
Alright, I'll start
Okay.
walking back to the
Guess
temple.
it's going to be a time lap before they get here of a few minutes, so to fill
Nope,
that
we're there
time-
right now.
We
Yeah,
teleport.
I'm just gonna be
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna ask him how much he really knew about this Venric guy. Like, I'm probing for exact details here.
Well, as I said, he showed up. He was in quite a bad way. Sick, malnourished. You appeared to be a man of the cloth, and we took him in. Once we got him back up to, well, better health. He was always quite sickly, but we started entrusting him with some duties. He appeared to know all of the usual rituals and customs of a cleric of Corlan the Rethian. He had the holy symbol. We detected no evil on him, and we did check.
And
alignment.
let me ask you this, friend. He said he knew all these duties. Did that not appear strange since he was not one of you to begin with in the temple?
There are clerics of Corlan the Rethian all over the world. You came here with one.
I just assumed that she'd been here before.
No, that this
that's-
isn't even an elven nation.
I just got that impression after seeing her friend. That's all.
Oh yes, the quick one. I'm not sure what happened to him.
I always sort of what's that little chuckle when he says "quick one." I say,
Quick one.
"Yeah."
Yes, he was back yesterday as well, helping out with a few duties. I'm not sure where he went off to.
Has he been going long?
I don't. He's not like. He isn't assigned to this temple. We don't have a permanent job here for him. At least he hasn't asked for one. We could certainly find duties for him. I got the impression that he was visiting the city to see the festival, as are most people.
I sort of like giving him like a really awkward look. I'm like, "Does you know last time anyone saw him?"
I don't keep track of people that aren't under my charge.
Like Oren sort of like taps his foot a little bit, puts his head down to think. It's like noticeable that he's thinking about something for a second.
Okay.
And then he looks back and he says, "I know this is a strange request, but would you mind asking your fellow priests around the temple if they've seen him recently?"
I certainly can. Wait
I'll
right
wait
here. And he asks around. Yeah, and one guy said he pretty much corroborates the head priest story. He said he was in here yesterday and that he was talking very quickly about checking out the sights of the city.
And no one's seen him since then?
No, it was only yesterday.
Like, what was the best description of time of day that was? Like, during the afternoon, like, when it was getting near night time? Just after we left, for example?
Came in the morning.
No, yeah. So Owen ponders on this, and he's going to ask the question, and Free's like, I asked this as not to be offensive or anything, but how much do you know of Sebastian?
And at this point, the rest of the party arrives at the temple and is pretty quickly escorted back to the head priest's room.
Speaking
And
of
they-
which, is Rabastion there, since he brought him up?
Re-
I mean, I wasn't
Rabaston?
there when he brought him up, but yeah.
Rabaston.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Bastion. But
Hey, he's
yes,
your
he,
friend.
no, I mean, sorry, no, he is not there.
Okay.
You don't see him at the temple.
Alright, cool beans.
Cool beans. So you guys are in the room right as Orin was kind of asking about that. So Orin, the group has now entered before the High Priest has answered.
Mm-hmm.
And he greets everyone and kind of forgets your question.
I say to Orin,
Please
I say,
sit down.
It was
Orin,
good of you,
Orin
it was good
said-
of you to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Orin said you were all ran into terrible number of undead. Please come in, sit down. Are any of
very
you
good
still
of you to
hurt?
wait for the rest of your party, Orin.
Yeah, I've
Yes,
waited
I
2
agree.
hours. I assume that you guys just got lost.
That we got lost?
Yes, I after all did wait 2 hours, and it's like what, a 10-minute walk from the temple to the inn.
Some of us
Some of us
decided
don't
that we'd
leave
like to
the
drop
party.
stuff off and get our armor repaired and eat.
Yeah. And I actually like sort of lean in to whisper to Durian at this point, and I said, "By the way, I've told him we wish to renegotiate our contract. I left that for you."
And the head priest again asks, are any of you still injured? Is there anything I can do?
Can you fix my armor?
Yes, let me look at that quick.
We've had a trying 24 hours.
Yes,
Sure.
it seems so.
Do I have to take my armor
Fine.
off, or is he just taking a look at it?
He's taking a look at it.
Are we private back here? Or
Yes.
the rest of your
Yes,
players?
of course.
No, I was in
As-
his
as
private
he
room,
starts-
sir.
He starts casting a spell and does it a couple times, and most of the tears and holes and stuff in your armor are fixed.
Wow.
I
Caven is
have
very
many questions.
Impressed by this. He wasn't expecting this.
I have many questions as he's casting spell. I said we have many questions.
Yes,
and
of
more
course.
information needed. Surely you've heard part of the story at this point, but I think it will be Amreth, we agreed to, would have a better head about us to ask them. So please, Amreth.
Yes, please, Lady Amareth, what did you run into? Orin mentioned a large number of undead, and said you only ran into Venric, I believe?
As far
of
as
the living?
as far as living goes, yes, Venric was the only person that we did run into. Unfortunately, he did escape from us. He threw quite a few undead at us. I'm sure Arn probably mentioned the undead unicorn.
I
Yes.
looked down at my hole in my armor and I looked back up.
And she kind of mumbles under her breath. That's why some of us went to get our armor repaired.
There's
But-
a reason why I didn't bother with my armor.
She continues on telling him that that we were unable to get Venric because Arn was mortally wounded and we had to tend to him, and
Of course,
Venric was very fast.
Of course, understandable. He was very fast. He's not a very fast fellow from what I saw, but of course,
On a
tending to your
horse, he
friend.
was very fast.
Yes, obviously.
We tried everything to catch up to him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't.
Didn't
I
work
chuckle out of character because I know for a fact I wasn't really awake when that happened, so I
Yeah.
can't comment.
Of course, helping your mortally wounded friend, I would expect nothing less of you, Lady Amareth.
It was either let him die, which I couldn't do in good conscience.
No,
You know,
at that point,
Even if we
This
let
is
Arn
best.
die, we wouldn't have caught up to him. He was gone on a horse.
exactly.
yes.
Maybe
No.
we could have gotten a shot in if we were lucky.
Yes, I mean, unless you were equipped with horses to chase him down.
And
You-
he took the only one there was.
Which, in
see.
hindsight, probably should have done something with that horse.
Yeah, we probably should have
I
let
tried
it
to calm
go.
it down.
Well, you
Gotta make
calmed
it
it down, but it's not going to...
Doesn't mean he's gonna not escape on it.
Could have gutted that thing. Had some horse
Yeah.
steak.
Oh,
At this, the head priest kind of, cracks a very slight grin and says, "Well, I wish I would have known that there was a secret entrance and exit to the tomb. If
we wish we
so,
would have known that as well.
yes, I apologize. I must admit I've never been there myself."
Also, a question that I ran into while we were at the crypt.
Yes,
I noticed
of
that
course.
there were a lot of symbols of Eloana there.
Yes,
lots-
Eloana.
Lots of
Them-
unicorns.
Yes, of course. Well, Yes, Eloana is one of the main elven gods, of course, you know this.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
The tomb is for more high-profile members of elven society. Many of us choose to worship multiple gods. Eloana is an understandable choice. Good god, favors good and nature. Makes a lot of sense. So,
Yes.
of course, such wealthy patrons who wish to be buried with honor, they can have whatever symbols they wish to accompany them, as well as friends and pets in the afterlife. Again, I didn't know there was a unicorn there.
Yes, it came as quite a surprise to us as well.
I see.
Did you see my message, Travis?
I did not.
Well, you should, I guess.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna quickly drop it off, whisper to Amaranth and say, "How well do you know this Sebastian fellow?"
I'll whisper back to him, telling him that he was a cleric friend of mine from... Where did I know him from again, Travis?
Deepwater.
Deepwater,
The port
yeah.
city of Deepwater was the first place you
I
came
landed
into when you landed in Palatinus.
Yeah. So I'll tell him that I knew him from Deepwater when I first came to Platinus.
So I jump in at this point and I say, you've got a much bigger problem here than one unruly necromancer.
I agree with Durian here. There's definitely a bigger problem than just this one guy working on his own.
By the way, I'm gonna whisper to Amaranth quickly. No one's seen him since yesterday morning.
Good to know. I'll ask the High Priest if there's any people in the area that have something against either followers of Corlan or followers of Eloana.
I've got a bigger thing. Why would there? For what reason do you know that someone would want, or a group would want to raise the undead around Palatinus City? You do know we ran
Another
into
question.
an undead, possibly undead creature on our way in, and there have been rumors following the pathways and roads into the city.
Yes, I mean, it was a great concern to us, and Amareth had mentioned that you ran into something similar before. I can't really speculate as to a motive behind all this. I mean,
But
the
when you
follow...
were-
The
when you
follow...
were-
Go ahead.
I did.
Go
I
ahead,
did. I'll
sorry.
let you, Travis. I'll let you finish, but I did want to cut him off at some point.
Sure. Well, the followers of the good gods and the followers of the evil gods have always not seen eye to eye. Various philosophical differences.
I jump in at this point.
Yeah.
I blame myself, Mr. Priestman, for not asking more pointed questions and just assuming everything was going to be peachy keen. But we went into this crypt to clean up one cleric who had gone off the ranch, so to speak. But did you know, or did you connect or believe that only one person honestly could be behind all the rumors flying around of undead? If there's rumors coming in from all corners of the city, that surely isn't the work of one person.
No, and I hadn't heard many rumors, but I had heard of it. I just wanted to make sure that our tomb was safe and that our clerics were safe. Even if Venric wasn't the responsible party, he and the other two were gone for several days. It was disturbing news.
What do you know about Venric before he showed up here? Who does he associate with? Who did he associate with? Did he mention anything of his past?
He simply said that he was from, and I've got to look at the map here.
Oh, someone take
Switch
notes,
it.
because I don't have the pen with me.
Sure. He said that he was from Ariadnish and was traveling to, increase his skill and knowledge as a healer. He didn't do anything to arise our suspicions.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Venric.
Venric.
Do you commonly take in people who claim to be clerics into your temple?
Well, of course.
I'll cut Durian off and say there was no way he could have known that he wasn't a follower of Corlan, people that go from town to town.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'm lagging.
Yeah, I saw that. But yes,
Yeah.
Amareth travels with you doing good deeds. Many, many other clerics travel. Her friend Rabaston appears to be on his own journey.
I sort of perk up when
Part
I
of the
hear him
reason
say
that I
that.
left
I say,
was to do the same as Fenric.
I'm actually going to
Just
ask
not
out
in an evil
loud
way.
what. Yeah, I'm going to actually ask out loud, what do you know of Sebastian?
Not much. I haven't even talked to him really myself. He's just come here, volunteered, done some good work, and you said, according to others, he was seeing the festival. I mean, I had assumed as much. It's why most people are here these days.
Do you know how long he's been in the area before
Warren,
our arrival?
I think
As I said, I didn't speak to him at all myself.
I jump in and I say, Oren, I don't think this is a waste of everybody's time right now, because I think we can find far more about Rabaston from his friend Amareth here than we can from somebody who barely knew him.
I don't think Emerith would know when he arrived if she was not here. That's why I asked.
But you're asking not for you're questioning his character.
Indeed, I am.
Okay, and I think for a character portrait, we can find out far more from Amareth than we can from somebody who barely met him.
This is true. Travis, what do I know about him? Because you know my backstory.
Yeah, do you want to go over this with everyone right now? Including the High Priest?
I'll tell them that I'll talk to them about it later. And
Okay.
Find out more.
It's a good,
Owen,
Excellent.
Owen gives a nod of acknowledgement and just leaves it at that.
Okay, so
There
this
are
is
more
where we
pressing
jump in
matters.
and say, what do you want of us next? I think,
yes, moving forward.
where do we go from here? Do you have any recommendations where Venric might be headed? We would like to head him off.
As I said, I didn't know him very well. He said that he was from Ariadnish, and maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I didn't ask to see any proof of it. Sienne is highly populated with elves. If one was looking to hide, that would be a logical choice. I really don't know.
I pull out the signet ring, and I show it to him and say, does this mean anything to you?
Ooh, clever.
He looks a bit taken aback and takes a look at it. He says, I'm sorry, I don't recognize this symbol. Did you find it in the crypt? Was it connected with Venric in some way?
No, it's just chance connection, and apparently not even that.
I apologize, I wish I knew.
Something we've come across in our troubles that's been pointing to CN. And if he... And I don't know if it's coincidence or not that you say he might head to CN, so... Something for us to bear in mind, and I kind of look at the rest of the party.
Owen gives like a slight nod.
Orin gives a slight nod. Once again, I am terribly sorry. I didn't know that this was going to be such an ordeal.
Well, it's done now, so let's discuss how we want this to go. I can say, independent of what you want, I think I speak for all of us that we have some interest in delivering a little payback to Venric and seeing what broader conspiracies at way. But I can say that your crypt is no longer going to be troubled. It's no longer safe now that he's been shoved out of his nest, that he's likely to take up in it again. So
Yes, I will send a few more experienced clerics to make sure it is completely cleansed and to perhaps bolster the defenses there. Here, and he goes into his desk and pulls out a bag of money and says, I know we didn't get the answers that we wanted, but you've more than earned this. Thank you again. Please keep me informed of whatever you find out.
Amareth will reach her hand out.
Yep. And he hands you a big fat bag of gold.
Yeah, that's not going to Arn or Dorian. I would trust
yes,
Caven.
It is. It's out of my share, but I don't pay you.
You'll get your share, but I'm going to hold on to the bag.
are we having this argument right now?
No, I assume
No,
Amareth
I'm saying that out of
I
character.
assume there are looks being exchanged, but Amareth takes the bag and
So it's the
Out of
1,000.
curiosity, did we actually get to a point of where we renegotiate the contract where he's giving us more than 1,000 gold? Because I expressed
There was
my
no
We have
other
not talked
hands
about
you the
anything about the
bag.
contract.
And we don't know that you discussed price or price
No,
changes.
I told you I had wishes to renegotiate. I left it to you.
But we haven't said anything
walked
to
in.
him yet.
He hands you the bag and says, "Thank you again. What a night. What a night.
High
I
priest, are
apologize.
you-
I'm going to have to inform those clerics' families about what happened.
Did
I had
Amherst-
known they didn't.
Sorry.
I had known it must have been bad when they didn't return, but I didn't anticipate this.
I might have missed it, but did Amherst tell him what we suspect about what happened to the clerics?
I don't.
Not
think
in
so
so many words.
Okay.
Not so
He
many.
got, I think he got it. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask the high priest,
Actually-
like, what from this what steps are you going to? Are you going to be investigating this any further, or
Yes,
you
like
have
I said,
any-
I will send at least 3 of my more experienced clerics to see what they can find out.
from
I'm
the
actually gonna
crypt,
step
or where are they
From
going?
the crypt, yes, to resecure it.
Well, that didn't go quite well,
I'm not-
Travis. But
Well,
I'm
Can
actually
they
going
handle
to ask
that?
him.
Can they handle that? They don't need any help or anything.
I believe they can handle it, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to actually ask him and say, and what do you plan to tell the king?
The king.
I'm sorry.
Well, whoever's in charge of Platnus, because obviously this was a secret mission, so I don't know if he's actually told what's going on.
You think the king needs to know about this?
Well, if there's an under threat terrorizing his city, yeah, I'd say the guard should at least be informed.
Well, of course, but I mean, I'm not just going to request an audience with the king. He's got a whole kingdom to worry about.
Yeah,
I
you know
will,
what I
of
mean.
course, I will, of course, report this to the authorities. You'll be the first to know. I hope to have a wanted sign for Venric out tomorrow at the latest.
Does he know what inn we're staying in?
He can smell the quail.
You smell the quail.
you can smell the quail.
He salivates a bit and gets hungry.
You weren't there for all of the conversations with him.
Well, I let him know that we're like staying at the roasting quail.
The roasting quail.
Okay, yes, then you tell him.
And
Now he does.
I literally tell him I'm very interested in having one of those bounty posters to carry.
Yes, of course. We'll try and get some of our younger clerics to scribe them out tomorrow and work with the authorities, of course.
Please have one sent my way.
Of course, of course. I'm sorry, I don't
Out
know
of
why that
character
was so funny.
artist.
No, I'm sorry, it was something else. It was something.
What are you giggling about?
Owen's saying it's a very serious look on his face, by the way.
Lauren, I
It
think we've
wasn't
done enough here. Thank you.
self-explanatory.
Sorry we couldn't have done better,
No,
Master McHale, but I think we've taken up enough of your time this evening. You can consider the crypt cleansed, and you can begin to patch things back together for your congregation.
Before I
thank
leave,
you
though,
again.
I'd like to ask the head priest if there's
Yes.
any assistance I could give to perhaps the sick, because I do have a couple things that I can still use to cure. Might as well use them.
Your goodness, the goodness in your heart knows no bounds. Yes, of course.
Very true.
Talk to one of the clerics at the door. They will be best able to direct you.
Okay, so I will bid him farewell and then go talk to this other cleric person.
Let's see. Is there anyone else, or is he just lagging?
He's looking down
Who?
at something. He isn't tucked.
He can't
No,
hear
you're-
Oh,
anything.
he's muted.
You're unplugged.
Travis muted or something.
Dude,
I was like, is he talking? I don't
Oh,
know.
he dropped out.
Later, guy.
Oh no.
Josh, you are now
He's
Dungeon
gone.
Master, apparently.
okay, well, I say we win the game.
We win the
You win D&D.
You win D&D.
Okay.
Travis,
happening?
there we go.
apparently Josh is the backup DM, and so when you left, he became DM, and he said we win. So we're done. We're done.
Nice. Nice. No, my cord is kind of frayed, and I pulled it out badly, and it wasn't muted. It just wasn't working.
Oh.
So yes,
Yeah.
sorry about that. Okay, so Amareth, you were going to guards at the door, and they were going to direct you.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Did
was-
you have anything else you guys wanted to ask the high priest
No.
before you win?
No.
I get up to leave and gesture at everybody.
What
And I-
kind of gesture are you making? Like,
Come on, come on.
I'm not sure what gesture he's making.
Yeah, that just was really weird to me. So I'm giving you like a really what the hell look. Moment. Like
Oh man.
I have no understanding of what this weird look is.
Alright, well, thank you all again, and please be safe, and do take some time to try and enjoy the rest of the festival. I'm sorry that you had to miss several days already.
It's okay. Has the archery competition already happened?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
No, we got told it was on the last day because it's like the big finale thing.
That's true.
I don't know what day of the festival it is, though.
Second day.
Today was the second day, so you've missed 2 of the 4 days.
Okay.
I'm here just healing bitches and things.
Just
Making
healing
myself
bitches.
useful.
Yeah.
So,
So,
on the way
the
out,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna go by Amareth and say, if you're gonna be here for a while, you wanna dole out the goods.
Oh, yes,
you know,
yes.
you know, for once, Oren agrees because he says, "I wish to go see a blacksmith."
There you
I
go.
thought he was going to say a prostitute, but okay.
I wish to go see a
Not Orin.
black
Maybe Durian.
blacksmith.
Yeah, Durian. That's why Durian's asking for the money. He's like,
I don't need money
uh,
to get my sugar tonight.
No,
Cool.
I
So
haven't-
you start doling out money?
Maybe you can go find
Um,
Leela again.
I'll do it in secret. That like kind of. I mean, I understand I'm still in temple, but I don't know
Yeah.
who else is here, so I'll kind of do it.
She's not
Yeah,
flashing.
so
She's not
you-
making it rain.
Not
It's
like
not
make it
flashing
rain.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty late. There aren't a ton of people there, so. Anyway, you dole it out. You find that there's 1,100 gold in there, so everyone gets 275.
Oh snap!
Oh, snap.
And I'm not broke anymore. Oh yeah.
Neither is Arn, who.
All right, so
You
since
know.
there's more than I
Yeah, I was
assumed
thinking-
in there,
I was making illicit payments on the side, so.
So, guys, for
Damn,
sake of
alright.
brevity, because we do need to wrap things up, shall we say Amareth doles out money, splits off from the group, and goes to heal some sick peeps, and then
Yes,
everyone
healing some
else
sick peeps.
heads back maybe to wherever they're heading to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What time is it?
I will grumble to
12:53 a.m.
It is probably 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it's dark out already.
Yeah, I'm just head back to the inn, I guess.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Okay.
quickly run to a blacksmith. Really,
They
really
are
fast. before he
closed.
They're closed on Texas.
Fail. Should have done it when I did it.
The only thing I wanted to
Oh, I
say
didn't
to
have gold to do it.
the only thing I wanted to say to Orin
Should
and
have asked the high
to
priest. He healed my armor.
Caben that I got the sense from watching the priest that he was telling the truth, and I have a pretty keen sense for these things.
I was sort of nod inside. Yeah, I didn't get any tells of deception from him.
I'm just healing things. People.
But since the other two are actually here, out of the 275, I'm going to give them 15 gold each as
Okay.
part of the payback plan. So now I'm only at 100 for those two, and I plan to give Amareth hers the second she gets back to the inn.
Wow, we got
Okay.
32 new followers in this session.
Sweet.
Nice. So cool. You start doling out some gold. Wait, you give them each 15. You're gonna give it to Amareth?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're
All
giving
right,
us
that'll make it
15
easy.
For what?
Okay,
What?
Huh?
What am I getting?
15 gold from Orin. Starting to
Magical.
pay you back for the 500 it costs to bail them out of jail.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm paying them each back 125 since quarter part of that is my share anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay myself back.
Okay.
Oh.
So wait, you gave us each 15?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I gave you 10 prior to this, so
Right,
Well-
right, right.
25.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just okay.
All right. Cool. So we'll
Rolling in the
we
dough.
will do XP and money and stuff next time. Let's see.
We're gonna level?
this.
We're gonna level.
You will level.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
So the next question then is, when is our next session?
Uh,
Next week
I'm
is the
good
week
next
of
week.
Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, I'll
get
be
it
available to
quietly.
play on the 29th, but you know,
the 29th?
23rd.
29.
23rd.
You mean
Oh.
23rd?
22nd. Oops.
23rd.
23rd.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yes,
23rd.
23rd.
God, I don't know my days.
It's
I'm
Christmas
retarded.
Eve for
Yeah.
me.
So what?
It's Christmas Eve for me, but luckily, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. You're in the future.
You damn
Yeah.
Australian.
I'm one day ahead.
Where are these
I'm actually
lottery
doing
numbers?
nothing.
It's like 500 million today.
Yeah, it is actually.
You realize
it's like
I can't get
5:30
you
or
those numbers because the lottery is different in Australia. We have gold.
Damn
lottery.
it!
It's different.
There should be no failures in this plan.
Okay,
Okay,
I
so-
probably can't play on the 23rd
Okay.
because
Okay.
I'm
And
flying
that's-
home that night.
Oh
Alright.
no, then
Yeah,
you can't play.
and I'm going to be at my parents' house, and that's notoriously terrible interwebs
Oh yeah, you mentioned
connections.
that.
Yeah.
I am willing to do it if we all can, but if we can't, I'm more than happy not to.
I think it'll be too much with you guys.
I'm
You
just
and
trying to
parents,
think.
you-
So,
Kevin?
question then is, I am back Friday night. Did we want to try for something over the weekend, or just go next to the 30th?
Saturday or what is it? Sunday. I
The thing
have
is-
D&D next in real life, and
Yep.
then D&D 3.5 at night on Roll20. So I can't do it on Sunday.
Okay. So then, should we just plan for the 30th being our next session?
Well, here's the thing. I'm flying back. I'm going to be in California from the 23rd until the 2nd
Oh.
because I have a wedding to go to.
Okay.
So when?
Hell of a wedding.
The second.
Yeah. Okay.
Guess we skip.
I mean, the wedding's after Christmas, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So would we?
I might possibly be able to do it down there. Internet can be kind of finicky. They don't have good ISPs in California.
Really?
It's really
That
weird.
surprises
It's
me.
like monopolized. So wherever you live, you have one choice.
Yeah,
So-
it's a lot
Wow.
like. Except,
Yeah, here it's like
I can-
Comcast or Comcast.
And it
Yeah.
sucks.
For
So
what
I
it's
can
worth.
either maybe do it then. Could we possibly do one before the 23rd? I don't know if you guys have free time this week.
I mean, I have free time this week that I could do it, but it might be a lot for Travis to plan the next session. And
Yeah,
the
that's
next
what I was
week
Yeah.
with work and things.
yeah.
I
am
for what it's worth, I like
21st?
Tuesday for you guys. I'm
Travis
fine
is
with
no
any-
mere mortal. Travis is a
Travis is a
DM.
God.
Is God?
I am not just a god. I am all of the gods.
He is. Yeah, he is all of the gods, and then the
Quite literally.
DMPs and
Yep.
whatever else he chooses to be.
I am the gods and the
Oh,
beggars,
God,
the
he
good
is.
and the evil, the horse and.
So the next time I'll be
Fly.
when I leave on the 23rd, I'll
Um,
be back up in Washington on the 2nd, and I could do it that night.
Okay. I might be able to do. Oh god, I can't do Thursday because I'm busy tomorrow and I'm busy Wednesday, so that's no time to plan. Plus we have to do level 4 changes
Yeah,
at
so
some
let's
point
let's
this week.
not
Yeah.
let's not
Yeah.
try to cram
Okay.
it in.
Yeah.
I'll live. I have 2 other campaigns to
Yeah.
keep me
Yep.
from going through
Oh, I see.
withdrawal.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
For what it is worth, isn't just so on it isn't on a Tuesday for you guys, thus Wednesday for me. I can pretty much do any day. As a heads up.
You can do any day.
Okay.
Besides it being a Tuesday for you guys, Wednesday for me.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh,
we'll keep in touch over the holiday
Yeah.
and see if we can work out a time and place. If not,
Christmas
all of
Day.
you. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Well,
So
Yeah,
I'm on
good thing about
travel,
it.
but I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
doing the 29th, 30th, or or not the 31st, but the 29th.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see if that works out, if everyone has a good enough connection. If not, we'll probably have to wait till after the first of the year, which sucks, because I'm really enjoying this campaign, so...
Yeah, it's
Oh,
you're doing
yeah,
a great
no,
job,
yeah,
Travis.
I'm doing this campaign.
Thank you. You guys are
doing
doing excellent. It's
Fabulous job.
it's very fun, because I have certain things planned out and certain things not planned out, and you guys just give me a shit ton of ideas, so it makes it a lot easier on me.
Good.
You
Well-
just wait till we take off to a random province just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just be like, we feel
By
like
the way,
leaving
yeah.
here. I don't want to deal with
To a
this.
random
It's-
unnamed province.
Yeah, let's go to Revenak. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's gonna be full of minotaurs. We
Nice.
saw how well that was last time.
Cool.
Really?
Minotaurs.
Wait, are you pulling my leg? You pulling my leg? Or leaving
Arn
yours
would
as
be in
well?
heaven.
Minotaurs
and
have
just
to
be
be
like,
from
fuck
somewhere.
this place.
Sweet, we're definitely heading there then. Right after CN, we head right there.
We should just find a way into the Underdark. And then we can just have a campaign there.
Just camp down there. and
Durian
kill
doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Might
The
be
Underdark is where
closer.
the Drow are.
Might be closer than you think.
Ooh.
And on that note, I'm going to have to leave you
snap.
guys because I have
Cliffhanger.
work.
Yes.
I have work. But
Guys,
yes, we will.
thanks for
we will
watching.
definitely- Yes,
I don't know when we'll play
still
next,
live.
but
Shit.
follow the channel.
Follow
Yeah,
the
those-
channel.
Thanks for the
updates.
follows on behalf of Kevin. Thanks.
Nice horn strap, by the way.
And I know that.
Oh, we'll be
Kevin,
putting
I know, that
some.
those-
Oh, sorry, what?
I said I know you'll get the followers will get emails right when we go out live next
Yes,
time.
you get emails if you
Yeah.
go live. I think we were talking about putting together some extra stuff in the channel description. Maybe some like
I'd be willing
the
to
journey
do
so
some of it.
far, Google Doc or something would be cool.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I have a massive one, but it's full of stuff you guys aren't allowed to see yet.
Yeah, that's fine. We
So-
can weed through that. Maybe even like a we can publish
I have
like
a-
the world map somewhere. People can take a look at that.
Yeah. Let me. That's one of the things I want to do over the holiday break is get better maps going.
Yeah.
Because this is sufficed for now because we haven't left.
Polaris.
We haven't really left Palatinus, but it's a big world out there, and I have a lot of naming to do. So.
So yeah, give us a follow. We're looking forward to keep on doing this more.
Kicking
'cause,
some more ass.
Yeah,
killing
it's
some more
pretty cool
people,
having you guys watching.
Pulling
so.
some more bitches. You know.
Yeah, maybe defeating that damn skeleton zombie unicorn.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe.
I want to write it first though.
I actually have a pretty good idea of what we've done since the start of the campaign. If you want me to type something up, If you
I've got it.
notes.
I've got it all recorded, so
We
I
can-
can do a.
We can check it out on Roll20 as we do. But yeah,
or if you haven't seen us before today, check out the backlog of episodes.
yes,
Yeah.
we have the VODs up there. So
Except for the one with the court sessions.
Definitely,
Go
like
on.
from week 1 to 4, we weren't actually recording. Should
oh
be
yeah, it
mentioned.
starts on week 4, but oh well. You missed
Week
the
5.
weeks when I didn't know how to roleplay. So
Wait, Kevin.
You're
did
assuming you know how to roleplay now.
you
When
figure
I knew
out what
less.
happened to the one that
When I knew
disappeared?
less.
The one session.
I have not heard back from Twitch, so I'm assuming it's lost.
Yeah, because someone
Alright.
posted a thread the other day on D&D asking about how you would handle like a court case going on in
Oh,
you know
wow.
in D&D, and I like
Wow.
started typing out and I linked them to like the minutes, like, hey, this is where he starts getting in trouble and then he gets arrested, and during this session we do gathering information, and in this one, fuck, this
don't
one's
have it.
gone. This is the one where all the court stuff happened.
But guys, yeah, I really have to
Yep.
get running. But
Yeah.
we will work it out, and I'd like to do level up. Are you guys mostly available this Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I can
Okay.
push you for what I'm going to do for my level up right now. If it makes you happy.
Well, he's gonna.
He's got to
sleep.
go to sleep.
I'm gonna sleep. So
Yeah.
Some of
no.
us aren't on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
But,
But
yeah,
cool. I'd like to try and get that taken care of and go from there.
Yeah, send me a
So-
message on Roll20 or whatever.
Yep. Cool. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will be talking to you later.
Okay, see you everyone. Happy holidays if I don't have a chance to talk to you.
Yep.
See you,
Happy
Twitch,
holidays.
Happy Hanukkah, and Merry Christmas.
yeah.
Hanukkah's already over.
Thanks.
Hanukkah,
Is it?
Kwanzaa, Festivus.
really?
Hanukkah ended December 2nd, I think.
For the rest.
Oh, wow.
It started November.
Oh, okay. Sorry. See you guys later.
Frostivus, whatever you guys
I
celebrate.
was like, please, please.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
I didn't think it was over yet. I thought it was like close of timing too.
am quite sure it's over.
Wow.
Yeah, Hanukkah's over, I think. Oh, I made a Twitter. I should have said that.
That was good. We actually got some extra gold out of that.
I'll put some tech stuff in the channel description.
We should put out on ItMeJP's Reddit as well whenever we start the
should.
stream. 'Cause
We're
I think
I linked to it on
Yeah.
that.
Hopefully they
Last time.
schedule it back so they play on Mondays and we play on Tuesdays.
Oh,
My
that's
time
right.
is-
There's
I'm not
always
going to
a
bed yet because I'm going to go watch the
Whoa.
beginning of Roleplay tonight. So
Ooh,
I'm gonna
shoot.
go to sleep.
Uh-oh.
There was some good stuff last week too.
yeah.
Going to slide that back in.
All right, I am going to take us off stream.
Later,
Hey,
guys.
Durian now.